Hey everyone, it's your girl Pebbles, aka Mother Aisha, and today we're going to talk about the things you need to prepare for Ghana. I'm back in the States, but I'll be back in Ghana soon, so come on, let's jump on in and let me tell you what you need for your visit to Ghana. But first, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Okay, so like I said, I'm back in the States. We were there for a month and we had an amazing time. I already posted a couple videos and I read your comments and I commented back. Thank you all so very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. So look, let's jump right on in. I want to tell you what you need, which is a very short list, to prepare for Ghana so you can go and get in and experience the beauty of the country like I did, like my family did. So first and foremost, of course, you need a passport. You're not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere without a passport, so get that done. I already had my passport. Mine was expired last year, so I needed to get it done quick again last year because I was preparing for my Iceland trip, and so I sent an information application for renewal, and it came back to me within like 2 weeks or less. But now that we are in this whole COVID world, you better hope and pray you can get it back in 2 weeks, which is right now not happening. When I applied for the boys, my twins' passport and my husband's passport, it took like 3 months. And I hear now that they're saying it's taking like 6 months to get your passport. So let's hope and pray that that's not the case, but that's what they're saying. So if you do not have a passport yet, or if you need to renew your passport, whether you are planning on traveling or not, you never know what may come up in life where you need to get on a plane and get out, right? Or if a trip come up that you want to go to. So if you don't have your passport or it is expired, please take care of that ASAP. It's quick. Fill out the application. You can go to any local post office. You can even make appointments now. Go to the post office. They're going to put everything together for you and send it off. I don't know if the local libraries still do it. I know here in Maryland, our libraries at one point in time, you can go there and also they'll put your passport together and get it done for you. But I don't know. We use the post office. So take care of that. That's important. And for adults, the passport lasts for 10 years. And again, I'm talking about U.S. citizens for 10 years and for children, 5 years. So get your passport, y'all. It's important if you want to travel. Traveling in and of itself is important, right? Travel is the real school. Travel is the real education, in my opinion. So take care of your passport before you do anything because it's taking a while. I did talk to somebody recently and they submitted their passport and it came back quick. So I don't know if that's because she was only renewing it. So I don't know. So hop on the website, wherever you're from, and check out passport information, see how long it's taking to come back and get that done. So first and foremost, your passport. I have to keep being repetitive and redundant because it's so important. You're not going anywhere without it. And it's just good to have. So that's out the way. Now we took care of the passport stuff. That's done. And real quick, I think the cost is $130. I know it's not over $150 for adults, and for children, I think I paid like $80 a piece for each one of my twins. All right, so look, passport done. The next thing you need to get into Ghana, to go to Ghana, is a visa. Yes, you need a visa in order to get in. You ain't getting no entry into Ghana unless you have this visa. I would not suggest wait until you get there. I heard that you can possibly get it done there, but it's a little bit more complicated. So it's easier for you to just get in contact with your local Ghanaian embassy, wherever you're from. I'm from Maryland, so ours was right in DC. We're not far from DC at all. Unfortunately, because again, we're in this COVID world, you can't just go pop up because they don't allow people to come in for appointments or walk-ins anymore. So you now have to submit everything online, print it out, and then mail it off with your passport. So you can't even get a visa without your passport because you have to mail it in. So I'm going to try to walk you through this whole passport situation because it's a little difficult, I think, now. When I got mine, it was the beginning of the year. I got mine in this past January because, I was in Ghana in February. It was a fairly simple situation to do, right? Easy process to do is what I'm trying to say. So myself and my stepdaughter Jasmine, we applied. You go online, they tell you fill out all the information, whatever documents you need, which it's not a lot, the typical stuff. You fill it in, and then once you do that and you pay for it online, or you pay for the shipping online, I should say, you have to also put that receipt inside, but I'll get to that in a second. Pay for it online, print it out. They're going to email you what you submitted online. You're then going to print it out and put it in an envelope with your passport and all the documents they asked for. We sent a cashier's check. You can't send cash. I can't remember. I don't know if you can do a money order. It slips my mind. But we did a cashier check, so I just prefer to do that. And I shipped ours priority. So overnight at the post office, and I think it cost me like $8 and some change because I, want to have tracking on it. So the postage that you pay for it to come back to you is from the Ghanaian embassy. That's the part you pay online, which was like $30, and you have to also put that receipt or a copy of the receipt in the envelope with the documents that you filled out, that you printed out, and your passport and whatever else they ask you for. Put that receipt inside so they can see that you paid for the postage back to you, and it also has tracking on it. God forbid it goes missing, right? And so that's simple enough, right? However, in the past couple months, they changed the process. So you still do everything the same. However, you're not printing, well, you do print it out. So this is different. To me, they made it a little bit more difficult to get the visa. Now I understand. It's like really confusing. So when I went to apply for the visa for my mom, for my husband, for our twins, oh my God, it was the dickens. It took me probably 2 weeks to figure out how to get it done. So you can call all day long. I called and I called and I called. I am relentless when I want to get something done, right? I will get somebody on the phone. I could not get not one person on the phone at the Ghana Embassy in DC. So Ghana Embassy in DC, can y'all work that out and get it together? Because we're trying to get back to the motherland, and y'all said we are welcome to come back home. We're trying to come home. So can y'all please work out the processes that y'all have going on that's not working for people? That's going to be a video, probably my next video, but I digress. It took me probably like 2 weeks to get it all together because it was just really difficult and it didn't make sense. I don't know. And at times I was like, am I the slow one? And that's debatable, right? But it was just really, really confusing. So a lot of the things that we had to, I don't know, like, all right, so one of the processes, you had to upload some stuff. We didn't have to do that the first time. And then if you're not uploading in a certain megabytes or whatever it's called, it's not going to accept. And then you would go out and it would kick you out. It was just like a lot. So when you go onto the website, you can hit the chat button and get a live person, and they'll respond right away. You just got to hope and pray that they give you the right information. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. So I think I stressed them out so bad that they asked for my information, was trying to do the stuff for me. It was trying to like minimize the pictures and stuff for me, because you got to upload passport pictures, from the passport, right? A copy of that. The actual small passport pictures that you submit with your application to get your actual passport, you had to upload that. If you have kids, you had to upload your birth certificate. But then I was also told I had to send the original copy of their birth certificates to the embassy. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I don't get it. If I'm sending you their passport, why do you also need their birth certificate? Like, I don't want to send everything I have, just because it's dangerous to send stuff in the mail. I'm already stressed that I got to send my passports out anywhere. But then I'm sending you their passport and their birth certificates, and it's just like, it's craziness. So they was like, no, you can't get it if you don't send a birth certificate. Okay, I don't have a choice. So they were asking they're going to ask you for the resident that you may know, somebody that's going to vouch for you in Ghana. If you don't have that, they're going to ask you for the hotel information. But I think for me, it was confusing because it was how it was worded. And then when you talk to somebody via the chat, they may not be explaining it in a way that you can understand, because I done spoke to several people and then I was getting different answers from every different person. So I had to crack open a couple bottles of wine to get me through this process of getting this family visa situation taken care of. Okay, I'm just gonna say that it really stressed me out, right? And so finally figured it out, got everything together, paid for the postage. I paid for one postage because I figured I'm not paying $30 times 4 people when they can just all go in the same, big envelope. So that's what I did. Before I did it, I asked. The person said it was fine, you can do that. Shipped it off. Now, typically, it don't take more than, I think it was 12 days for it to come back, 12 to 15 days, something like that. My numbers could be off, for the visa to come back. So they're quick once they get it and the information is correct, right? Got a email saying that visa's on the way. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I think it was like within 6 days. It was done. Came back, opened up the envelope. It was one visa in there. It was my mother's visa. Not my husband's and not my twins. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So of course I get on the chat. I'm chatting with them, and then at this point I learned to email. Started emailing, they'll respond back quick. They don't know what I'm talking about. We had to go through some stuff. They figured it out. They was like, oh, you were supposed to send. Hold on, I gotta remember. I know what it was. Okay, no. I gotta go back. I sent a copy of. I'm lying, because I gotta remember, y'all. This how bad it was. Originally, I didn't send the birth certificates. That's what it was. I didn't send it because when you read the printout, it just says put in the envelope. This is all you need from when they changed everything up. So I put in there exactly what they said. When my mother's passport came, visa came. It was just hers. Of course, I get back, I talked to them. They was like, you were supposed to send the birth certificates. And I was like, where does that say that I'm supposed to send the birth certificates? Like, I read this thing 1,000 times. Okay, whatever. That's when I was saying, I asked her, can I send a copy and not the original? The person was like, no. I know it was a woman because their name was on the chat. They introduced themselves. She was like, no, you have to send the original. We're going back and forth. I'm like, okay, I don't have a choice. I mail it off priority right away. The same day it went, got there the next day because I, tracking, right? A few more days go by. I get another email saying, visa's on the way. Great, done. But hold on, let me go back. I was like, wait, so I already paid for postage back. So do I have to pay again? Because the information wasn't clear, the instructions weren't clear. Yeah, you got to pay again. So I had to pay another $30 for the other visas to come back that should have been in the family packet, right? All right, whatever. Visas come back via FedEx. I run downstairs. I'm excited because I was stressed out getting it done. Open up the packet. Everything's there. But one of my twins' birth certificate. So, you know that nothing's open right now. Nothing's open. I need my child's birth certificate just because that's just how I am. I need his birth certificate. I get on the chat. I'm asking them. They're like, you're going to have to email the visa department. We don't know. I emailed the visa department. You know what the person told me? You shouldn't have sent the birth certificate in the first place. Never sent us original copies. Oh, no, she didn't. I said, no, wait a minute now. I said, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something. This is what I was saying in the email. Like, I was burning up. And I was like, wait, no. I remember, because I keep all the transcripts. So when you chat with them, it'll ask you if you want the transcript of the conversation sent to your email. So I always say yes, because you never know when you got to go back when somebody like try to pop off on you, like, So that's what I did. So after I was fussing her out, I remembered that I had the transcript. So I went, forwarded or attached it to the email and sent another email to say, look, no. Somebody at the embassy told me to send the original copies, but whether they did or not, how do you lose a whole birth certificate? How do you send back one twin birth certificate but not the other? It's the same family, the same packet. They're almost the same person because the twins, they just split in half. How do you send one but not the other? So they're telling me like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you gonna find this birth certificate. So I'm emailing them. They stop responding to my emails. At this point, they are ignoring me. Ooh, sugar honey iced tea. Ooh, sugar honey iced tea. I'm not that sane all the time, y'all. And I was like, I don't want to fuss with nobody. I just want my child's birth certificate because I need it, right? So I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and order another copy of both birth certificates because I ain't never doing this again. If I gotta, because the world we in now, even with Social Security cards, everything, I don't know if y'all been calling, I don't know. We still gotta take care of stuff. Everybody, for some reason, want original copies of your stuff sent through the mail. So I said, you know what, I'm just go ahead and get another copy anyway. even though they're going to send me back this birth certificate. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm going to get it back. So I paid like $60 to get a copy of the twins' birth certificate to have, you know, home. And then if I need to mail it out, I have extras, right? I be done. The day after I paid $60, I sent another email, real nasty email, just not appreciating how they've been ignoring me, blah, 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 blah. I get a response like 10 minutes after, and the person was like, we want to apologize. The birth certificate was here all along. Somebody lost it in another office. Well, I know it was there all along. It didn't come back to me. What you mean? I know it was there all along. So they sent me this long apology, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about postage. I'm not. You're going to send this back. I'm not finna to send another $30, $100 on posting. All for y'all keep making mistakes. And I didn't even tell y'all that when they sent Caden's birth certificate back, for some bizarre reason, they stapled it to his passport. So when I took it off, it ripped. The seal ripped. So it's just like, I don't understand. Listen. The people at the Ghana Embassy in DC, I know y'all work hard. You all work hard. I know you're working hard. And I appreciate you and I love you. But I'm going to need for y'all to get some stuff together. Especially dealing with these like documents that us people we need. And we know how when you're going through customs and you might get somebody that got a nasty attitude or dwelling in low energy or just want to pick with you, because you never know who you want to get when you go through customs. Coming back home, going somewhere, you just don't know. They might want to pick with you because I have a ripped whatever birth certificate or whatever, because y'all want to staple stuff together. Just fold it up and put it back in the envelope and send it. Stop making things complicated. We really appreciate it. So I digress. Passport and visa. You absolutely need those two things in order to get entry into Ghana. I mean, to leave the state and then get entry into Ghana, right? And then of course your plane ticket. Duh, you're not going nowhere without a plane ticket. So, now that you have those done, you are there. You are in Ghana. Oh my goodness, I made it. I'm in Ghana. I'm so excited. Look, God, I'm here. Now, where am I going to stay? Well, hopefully you made those arrangements prior to coming. I can't really help you with that. If you want an Airbnb, if you want to do a hotel, it really depends on how much money you want to spend, what type of place you want to stay at. Where we stayed, he have a couple properties and he do Airbnb some of the properties. I'm not going to give out the information because I don't know if you want me to. However, but you can surely email me. And I can get you that information, or I can connect you with where we stayed. We were in a beautiful 4-bedroom house, technically 5-bedroom house. All the bathrooms have full bathrooms, and everybody there was just amazing. So that's that. Find where you're going to stay before you go. Now, you're going to get out the airport. If you don't have transportation set up, I mean, you can surely catch a cab. You can catch an Uber. You can do Bolt. I haven't done Bolt. I heard it's cheaper than Uber, but we just didn't. We got lucky. So you can use a transportation service, which I happen to have one that we used while we were there, and they were great. So that is Glory Be to God Car Rental, Ebenezer. And his family, his wife, they own this car rental service, which was great. So you actually can hire a driver to pick you up and take you where you need to go. And their prices are very reasonable. Their prices are amazing. I'm not going to say what the prices are because I don't know how often they change. If they change, depending on the circumstances, depending on where you're going. But I will tell you this. We went to a Bree, which was a little far from Timor where we stayed. And we went to Cape Coast, like 3.5 hours from where we stayed. And the price was absolutely amazing. So Glory Be to God Car Rental in Accra. You can use them. They are reliable. They show up on time. We rented a 15-passenger and it was great on gas. So definitely use them. You don't have to get a 15-passenger. They have vehicles too. So it just depends on how many people you have with you. We wanted the 15 passengers because we like the space. We got the twins, they 4, and they just be all over the place, and you know, the anxiety of it all. So if you're looking for a reliable Uber driver, somebody that you can trust, I have 2. One is Danny. So we were using Danny first couple of days, or maybe the first week or so. But he's busy because he worked on other things, and then we found another guy named Felix. And so when we couldn't get Danny, we were using Felix, and they both are very, reliable. We found them to be honest people, very helpful when it came to negotiating things when I wanted to stop and get fruit or whatever the case may be. They were amazing. So I have their numbers. If you want to email me, I can connect you with them when you go to Ghana and you want somebody that you can trust and you feel safe with, and they're fair in their pricing. So, passport, visa from the Ghana embassy, whichever one is closer to you, to your hometown. Of course, you need your plane ticket. We flew Delta in February, and we flew United when we went last month. So I'm not going to suggest which is better or not unless they want to, sponsor me or something like that, or cut a check. I'm not going to do that, but that's what we flew with. What else? If you want to cook, very reasonable pricing. I can hook you up. So let me know. If you're looking for somebody to pretty much help you out, I can let you know. The last thing I want to share when it comes to getting you prepared for Ghana, the things you need, the one last thing you need is not a tangible thing. It is something that's really, really, really important, and that's your mindset. So for those of you who don't know me, who just started following my page, who are new to my channel, not my page, I'm not on social media, new to my channel, I'm the mental fitness queen. I'm all about mental health, mental fitness, getting your mind right, because you can't do anything without your mind being right. Everything starts in the mental, and so that's what I talk about and preach about all the time. So one of the last things I would say, which is really the first thing, or just the whole 360, is making sure your mind is right. Think about why you want to go back to the motherland. I mean, for some of us it's obvious, for some it may not be. Who knows? But think about it, and think about what that looks like to you and what it means to you, because it means different things for different people, right? And then when you go, make sure you're not when you get there, you don't compare where you're from to where you at, because it's a completely different place. Don't ever compare. Enjoy the experience of where you are. If you see something different, something done different, that's fine. You're not where you're from, and so it's okay. Go not being judgmental. Don't place judgments on what's going on. A lot of things you might see, people have what they have and they don't what they don't, but they still, do what they need to do. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that Ghana is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. Whether you go to Ghana or anywhere in the motherland, I just think that us in the diaspora, we need to at least visit somewhere on the continent, right? But Ghana is a beautiful country, and just like every other country, particularly, I'm from the States, we have our issues, and so does any other country you go to, right? And so just go with an open mind. Go with an open heart. Go with an open spirit to see what you can gain from being in such a place. And when I say gain, I don't mean taken from the people, but just like spiritually, the wholeness of it all. Don't go with this negative thought in your mind, oh, I'm American, we're better than them, or, I'm from a developed country, so we're better than them. Don't do that. So get your mind right before you go to Ghana. The people are amazing. They're so generous and welcoming, and they want you there. And so just go with an open mind and open heart. That's all I can say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. It's a beautiful place, and you'll have a great time. I will say, I usually tell people it takes about 3 days to get out of your culture shock, whether that be good, bad, or indifferent. About 3 days, and after 3 days, you get into the swing of things. Like you start feeling it's a vibe. Ghana is a vibe. That's what it is. Ghana is absolutely a vibe. So go visit the vibe and go enjoy the vibe. And I hope that this video helped you. I'm all over the place and me rambling. This visa got me hot and bothered. I need some wine now. PTS, it triggered me. Everything I went through to get their visa. But passport, you will need a visa to get in. If you need any type of help, listen, reach out to me, email me. It might be at a cost, because time is valuable, right? Just depending upon what you're asking me. It can be a little intricate, a little tricky. You need transportation, you need a place to stay, you need a plane ticket, but more importantly, you need to get your mind right. And last but not least, if you're thinking about, a couple people asking me, well, how much money do I need? I really can't answer that question because, again, it will depend on where you're staying, mode of transportation. I can't answer that, but I'll say this, just to give you an idea of how far US dollars go over there. If you have 1,000 US dollars and you convert it over, because you have to convert your money over, they don't take your US money. You can use Visa and MasterCard, and that's only at places that accept cards, and that's typically like the mall or the big restaurants. Like the locals, they don't take the cards, right? So if you take 1,000 US dollars and convert it over to CDs, that's like a little over 6,000 CDs, 6,000 of their money. So our money spread wide and far, right? So that's it. I hope this helped. Again, reach out if you have any questions. You can email me. You can leave a comment. Many of you know that I comment right away. I'm fast with my comments. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please give me thumbs up because they really help to get the information out about my videos and my channel. Thank you so much. I say namaste.